Hi Libra, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.TarotbyAnisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Librans, there are three things in this world that cannot be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. This is one of my favorite quotes from the enlightened Buddha. And we're starting this month with a full moon that is going to be lighting up a part of your life which has to do with love, romance, creativity, and children. In fact, you pretty much rule this house, as Venus is one of the uh, ruling planets for you. This specific house with a full moon over there is going to be illuminating maybe something that you're not aware about as far as not just relationships that are concerned, but maybe there are some hidden facets to your relationship that may come to light during this time. Now, full moon can also indicate something that you're missing out on. Maybe there's a deeper connect that you need to be having with your partner. Maybe you're not having enough fun in life. Maybe you're not allowing the inner child inside of you to come out and play more often. It does often get tiring being the adult, Librans, and with you constantly trying to balance the scales and doing always the right thing, the fair thing, the just thing. I think you pretty much take on the teachers or the parents role. But this month, you're pretty much being asked to be the child more, have some more fun. This also speaks about a creative project. So it can be that for some of you, either a creative project has come to an end. Some of you could be starting a new creative project. Maybe you are, something that you were doing for quite some time, and then you stop, and now you're doing it again. I mean, for me, it is my videos. I stopped for a while, and then again I came back to something that I really love, and I found it again. So the joy, the creative joy that it is going to be giving you, it's shining a light over there. Now, full moon also tends to intensify emotions a lot because something is coming to fruition, and we feel very sort of full with it. It's a time where you could really be feeling that people whom you really love, people who are closest to you, and you could be feeling very not just emotional, but there could be a sense about that something needs to be spoken about. So try and be careful about what you and how you say, because at times it can result in breaking of relationships as well. And as much as you are touted as the tactful sign, with your skills and diplomacy, but I think this full moon can make you more passionate than normally you would be. This is also a time where if you're, because this house rules children, if your child has been keeping something away from you, something would sort of come out in the open, and it's a time to be spending that time having that conversation with your children. On the 5th, we have Mercury that comes to join Sun in your house of groups of friends, and then we also have a new moon over here. So the Sun and the Mercury are going to be giving you a lot of conversations over here. You're going to be focusing on being independent as far as the future is concerned. You're going to be busy networking with people, and you're going to be you're not really interested in being tied down during this time, and you are you would though keep people at a distance. And I think with today's challenging pandemic situation, that shouldn't be an issue. But emotionally, I think you would just sort of be, be observing more and be less involved, less connected. Sun is going to be giving you not just the clarity, but it will also give you that sense. It will make you feel very brave. It will make you sort of speak your truth. But like I said, speaking our truth does not mean that we have to be hurtful. So be careful about what you're saying or what damage your words can cause. Mercury is going to be giving you all the ideas, so with a group of friends, you're going to be coming up with all sorts of plans, all sorts of ideas. Maybe you would want to start a new project with friends. You will be looking for solutions, and you could be, uh, you know, you could be spending a lot of time, working out these plans. You could be spending a lot of time with technology. You could be figuring some new technology out. Mercury tends to do that. And because this house rules your friendships as well, you could be with a new moon over here. It can be that there will be either you make new friends, you find a new group with people who are like-minded, who have similar goals and similar desires in life. You become a part of that group. And with your existing friends, there could be a sense of newfound emotional security. You'll find it easier to be open to you. Try and broaden your network this month, Librans. It's likely that a lot of you could find a very interesting project just through by networking, because it's a very, very, very conducive situation, planetary situation for you. You're also you will also be very keen to sort of help others, but in a very abstract way, say by donating to a charity or maybe a cause. Maybe say you like, I feel very deeply about the stray dogs, and whether I can do anything physically on my own or not. But I think associating with a cause or with a center, someone who's already doing things, is something that um, I do. And I think for a lot of us as well, during these times, especially with the social distancing and being very careful, and you can't really step out and interact or engage that more, it's important that we still do things virtually. You still try and make a difference, even if you can't physically be there to go and sort of say, be a support with the friends who could be grieving, or say for people whom you want to help. But I think in whatever way that you can volunteer, just be there, available. That in itself will be a big thing. It's a good time to be exploring your dreams as well, like friends. What is it that you really want for yourself? Where it is that you see yourself? Reevaluate your future goals, and it can be, say, if you've been thinking of, if you've written that half-written book or that piece of music that you've been working on, maybe it's the time to be picking it up again and finishing it. And I think for some of you, some hopes and wishes could be a little out of focus, so it's a great time to be re-evaluating them. It's a time to be getting rid of some. It's a good time to be adding some, and I think it's a fantastic time to be committing to some as well. On the 8th, we have Venus, and she moves into your house of career, and it's Venus. She's the ruling planet. She's the goddess of love, beauty, romance, and even money. And with Venus coming into your house of career, this is a place where you want to really shine publicly. You want credibility, and you want acknowledgement for your work. So it can be that you could be seeking that validation externally. For some of you, romantically, you could be quite drawn to someone who's much older than you. So during this time, because this house again has to do with your work, it has to do with your public persona, the face that we put out for the world externally. On the 20th, we have Mercury that moves into your house of behind the scenes, and then we have Sun that is going to be moving there as well. So Mercury and Sun, and this is a house which is behind the scenes. It's a house of secrets. This is a house of therapy. It's a house of compassion or service. And you could find that there are a lot of conversations that maybe you're having about your childhood issues. They're maybe just growing up, even if they aren't issues. Maybe a lot of you are taking a walk down the, down the memory lane. You would want to keep to yourself during this time. And I think a lot of you are also getting ready for your birthday month, Librans. You're sifting through psychologically what is it important, what needs to stay, what to nurture, what to get rid of, and I think you are also, you won't be too keen to share, with others. You would just sort of want to keep your own company. You would want to just spend that time with yourself, and you would also be quite reluctant to share your opinions with others. Clear your mind during this time, Libran, so that you are, ready with what is it that you want by the time that your birthday comes by in October. And I think Sun is going to be in this house is encouraging you to let go of your subconscious or your psychological barriers that may be there. I think for a lot of you it could be that you're still holding on very tightly to things that hurt you. So it's a time to be releasing that. It's a time to be letting go of that. And you could feel quite drained around people. You could feel just a sense of emotional exhaustion that you don't want to be dealing with people, and that's quite alright. Do some journaling during this time. Write down your thoughts. And I think better still, if you can, get some therapy. I mean, virtually now it's absolutely possible, and all of us are working from home. So, try and make that little time for yourself, wherein that you can get a little bit of perspective as to how it is that you want to deal with things. Now, Mars is going to be in your house of partnerships for the next 6 months, and which is very interesting and rare, because the Mars transit is normally is quite short, but this time it's for about a longer duration, even though it goes retrograde in September. And Mars is going to, it's going to be a sort of a push and a pull. While it's going to push you to clear all the misunderstandings, make you more assertive to reach a solution, a decision in your relationships, it can also push you on the other side, where that if you feel that you're being wronged, you're not going to be just, taking it for peace sake. And that is something that you are in any case quite popular for, is, finding compromises all throughout. But I think you have to be a little cautious about Mars, especially if there are business partnerships, even close love partnerships, that don't burn any bridges. You would, even though you're all about harmony and peace and balance, I think this time maybe there are some battles that are not worth fighting. Maybe there are some things that you should just let the sleeping dogs lie. And at times time is the biggest healer, and I think time also brings about a lot of justice with it. It does take time, but I think in the process we don't burn any bridges, and we don't do long time damage. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Librans. I know that I have not been regular. I will try and stay regular from next month. Stay safe. It's wonderful that I have a wonderful audience, your followerships and subscriptions, and do share my work with others. It will allow me to create more content for all of you. So stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching.